This is a family-friendly podcast. Kids, welcome. Also, fuck Seattle.
Fuck Seattle.
Welcome to ReShoot, amateurs in no suits. Too many movies to explore. Ruthie, Hector, and Ed laughter till the end. Let's see something never done before.
Honestly, yeah. When that happened, I'm like, fuck Seattle. Why is everything in Seattle? Fuck Seattle.
Do you guys want me to?
Yeah, have at it.
Okay.
Wait, hold up. It was Stone that worked at the coffee shop in Seattle, right?
It was
No,
Seattle.
it
It was in
wasn't
Green
Seattle.
Hills. It was in Green
He
Hills.
stayed in Montana.
In Green
Oh.
Hills, the same place where Sonic's at, and they never got on.
All right.
Hey guys, Sonic the Hedgehog here. How are you? You ready to party? I'm not doing that again. I was trying to come up with the worst cold open, and I think Ed's about ready to quit the podcast.
Tails.
Can you do a Tails
Knuckles?
voice, Ed?
No, I cannot.
Ruthie, can you do a Tails voice?
Beam.
Ed, don't do Knuckles. You can't do Knuckles right now, please.
I can't do Knuckles.
Do Knuckles.
Does it look like I need your power?
Okay, that's actually fair. Okay.
I thought you were gonna do Uganda Knuckles first.
I know, that's what I was worried about. So I was like, don't do it.
What Knuckles? Like
You don't know about Uganda Knuckles?
Wait, what?
You don't know about Uganda Knuckles?
Hmm?
You don't know about Uganda Knuckles?
From VR chat?
From VR chat?
Do you know the way?
Don't.
Do you know the way?
Okay,
Do you know the way?
You know the way? Yes. Yes.
This is the way.
Yes.
Ed.
It was in the movie.
What? It was in the movie? Where?
Eggman. In the very first scene, Eggman turns to Knuckles and says, "I can show you the way."
No fuck. What? How did I not catch that?
I caught it. I looked at her, was like, they did it.
Yeah,
She's
you
like,
paused the movie and everything.
yeah, I'm like, they fucking did it. They got it in.
Yeah. I also.
Before we go any further, welcome to ReShoot, an amateur's guide to gooder film. We take movies we like, we don't like, and somewhere in between, and we try to fix them. Please, Ed, continue.
Oh, should we introduce ourselves?
Yeah, I'm Knuckles, obviously. Ed.
I'm Ruthie/Tails, mostly
Yeah.
Ruthie.
Only refer to me as Sonic from now on.
No.
Remember, kids, don't smoke.
Or you can follow Snoop Dogg's advice and smoke weed every day. Anyways, family friendly. We live in Oregon.
Are you
so
along the internet on Saturday? You fucking loser.
No, wait. I just doxed ourselves. We live in a state where it's legal, so.
Did you say the state?
I said the state. Yeah.
Nice.
That's fine. But we've mentioned we're from Portland before.
Oh, yeah. We live in Oregon, so it's fine. Whatever. Anyways, I just gotta say, Jim Carrey. Wow, amazing.
I was not disappointed.
Why? He's going he's actually trying so hard for this. Like, he's doing so good for this, and it's like very mediocre movies, both of them.
Well, okay, so you say he's trying. I don't think he's trying. I think he's just falling back into his old ways, and it's working.
And it's working for Eggman.
You guys don't want to hear my...
Yes.
I think I'm like one of the 10 people on the internet who's like, I like Jim Carrey, I like his performance, I still want a more game-accurate Robotnik.
What is game-accurate Robotnik? Probably really fucking boring, I bet.
To you, yeah. He has some silly moments, but he's not like... Game-accurate Eggman wants to make a literal theme park. Half the time he wants to make a theme park.
An evil
theme park. He wants to, I think he wants to enslave people, if I remember correctly. No, it's bananas. It could work here. Yes.
That's dumb, but okay.
That's kind of the point, though. Some of the games are the games go from really serious and really interesting Maria
to really
you get that
weird
damn
shit.
Force Chaos Emerald.
Also spoilers. I like this discussion we're having prior to the format, but anyways, spoilers. Shadow, doesn't Shadow use guns and kill people?
That's in his game, yes.
Oh.
He says that damn Force Chaos Emerald. Also, Sonic swears in that game, and it's really weird to hear him say "damn."
It's not a swear, bro.
It is if it's it makes the game go from an E to an E10, dude. Yeah.
That counts.
Also, does no one use the E10 rating anymore? Maybe it's because I'm older, but I don't see that. Anyway,
People use it. There's.
still,
I think the like threshold to get into E10, or like the line that gets it into the E10 and the line that gets it to teen, it's like very close to each other, is what I think is happening. It's like this really fine, small, sweet spot to have E10, and not a lot of games land there. They either land in T
yeah,
or E.
yeah. You know what we should do? Speaking of, if we do start that Twitch channel, we should make Ed play Shadow the Hedgehog.
That'd be funny.
All the routes. All the routes. There's like 10 routes and a true ending.
Ed now regrets joining us on the podcast, everyone.
I could just quit, you know that, right?
But what if we do a Twitter poll and everyone says yes? Then you have to.
What if we
No, I
donate all the
don't.
money? What if we make money and we donate it to charity?
I can just be like Rick Grimes and say I lied.
We don't talk.
Then do a photo shoot with the Communist Manifesto.
What?
Grimes?
Wow.
Rick Grimes.
Rick Grimes
I thought you were
from
talking
The Walking Dead.
Grimes of Elon Musk fame.
No.
I like how it's Elon Musk fame and not her being a famous musician.
I had never heard of her before that.
Oh, I know. No one has.
Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead.
Love when he hits that falsetto while slashing a zombie in half. It's fucking great. Oh, that's my cute Michi.
I love it. I love it when Rick Grimes turns into basically a villain. Anyways, enough about The Walking Dead. That show ended finally, by the way. It was still going on, if you didn't know.
I didn't.
I did know.
Listeners, I mean.
I'm a listener to you right now. I did know. What do I win?
Anyways.
What do I win?
What do you win? Carl doesn't die in the comics. Spoilers.
I know that dude.
I know. Neither does Judith does die in the comics.
I don't know who these people are. Let's keep going back to the episode before your ADHD reels you in the wrong direction into an uncontrollable state.
Yeah.
So,
anyways, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Perfection.
Close.
Nailed it.
For a video game movie, pretty close.
I think I'm about to go full nerd. I'm not going to do it yet. Okay, Ruthie.
Yeah, because you actually play the games.
Also, fun fact for listeners of ReShoot. Congratulations, guys! This is our first sequel to an episode because we did the Sonic episode.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Sonic 2, the tuning for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
cool.
But didn't? Oh, this wow.
Yeah, the first sequel.
Really?
Yeah. We did the first movie. Now we're doing the second movie.
But we haven't done a sequel.
No.
We haven't done 2 movies of a franchise before.
Damn.
So if I were to skip to Pacific Rim 2, that wouldn't count.
It wouldn't count.
Okay.
Because we didn't fix Pacific Rim 2. And how could you fix Pacific Rim 2?
Pacific Rim 2 or Pacific Rim 1?
1. I meant 1.
Okay.
How could you fix Pacific Rim 1?
1.
As much as I love the movie, I did have like one complaint.
What?
Can't remember. I have to rewatch the movie to remember it.
I
can only remember while I watch it.
Not enough mecha. That's my complaint.
Yeah.
Not in it's a movie about mechs, and there's not enough mechs fighting kaijus.
So you need more big robots.
No, it just needs to be more action scenes. Make it longer to have longer action scenes of mechs fighting kaijus.
Yeah. All right. So, Ruthie, do you want to start us off with the? Oh, it was Ed's choice, right?
It's Ed's pick. Don't blame me.
Why did I blame you? I
like that's right. We switched that so I don't go first every fucking episode.
No, you give the synopsis, and then you
pick who goes first.
Synopsis. Wow. All right. Sonic the Hedgehog number dos. Movie starts off with Eggman. Wait, hold up. Is it Eggman or Robotnik in this one?
His name is Dr. Robotnik. His nickname is Eggman.
According to Sonic.
Oh, okay. Wait,
this
so who's
Tom,
completely unrelated. Who's the villain in Mega Man then?
Mega Man's a completely different franchise.
I know, but there's a Dr. Bad Guy, isn't there?
It's a Dr. No, Chekhov. It was Doctor. Are you looking this up? I never played Mega. I played like.
20XX. I played one Mega Man game, Mega Man Legends. It's really good.
Is it Doctor?
Anyways,
It's Doctor Wily, wasn't it?
Wily
Dr. Wily?
sounds very familiar.
Hun, was it Doctor Wily?
I'm seeing a lot of Dr. Wily.
Yes.
Or just Wily.
Okay.
I saw someone speedrun
Alright,
a game.
anyways, yeah, that's where I was getting confused because I thought Eggman was Mega Man's villain. Anyways, or Robotnik, one or the other. Anyways, I didn't know they referred to the same person. That's the third, anyways.
Can I make it more confusing for you, Ed?
No. Professor Robotnik or Dr. Robotnik slash Eggman. It starts with him at that mushroom planet, not Mushroom Kingdom planet.
They could have put a Mario cameo in there somewhere.
They could have.
Sued, but they could have done it.
Starts with him in the mushroom planet. Kind of. He said he's been there for
276 days, I think.
Almost a year. Yeah, and he's kind of losing his mind. He has a stone, a literal stone that he calls Stone, like his sidekick Stone. Anyways. Yeah. See, this movie's a little homoerotic. Continuing on. Eggman somehow built a thing that sends a signal out, and then Knuckles arrives with some goons, and why did even Knuckles go there?
We don't know who the first goons are. We know who
they're just goons. Yeah, and they get taken out by Eggman, and Knuckles is there. He's like, "Where's the Chaos Emerald or whatever?" Master Emerald.
Thank you.
And Eggman's like, "It's on Earth. I can show you." Then we flash to Sonic. He's like living his life, fighting crime, and his dad is like, "Don't do that," kind of shit. Anyways, dad and mom go to Hawaii to whatever her name's wedding.
Rachel.
So
Rachel.
Tom is Sonic's dad. Maddie is Sonic's mom. Rachel is Maddie's sister who hates Tom.
And Rachel's getting married, and Maddie and Tom go using one of Sonic's rings. And then Sonic just like throws a one-man party at his house because he has no friends.
I mean, the dog's his friend.
A dog is everyone's friend, though.
Yeah, fair enough. Why is Ed laughing about this?
Because he has no friends. Anyways, eventually, Robotnik shows up with Knuckles in tow, and Knuckles beats the shit out of Sonic. Tails comes to the rescue and gets Sonic the hell out of there. They activate the map. It has a recording of Longclaw talking about the Master Emerald. They go to the Alps looking for the Master Emerald. Siberia looking for the Master Emerald, and they go to an inn or like a lounge or something, like a bar kind of thing, like a bar and grill. And then they get into a dance-off, which was not as cringy as I thought it was gonna be. Because
we were so excited for Ed to lose his shit.
Yeah, I didn't actually lose my shit at that. I lost my shit immediately afterwards. Yeah, because the guys dance really well. They're really good dancers, and that you don't see that type of dancing, like that Scandinavian low thing with the kicks, you know. I don't see that often. And then immediately afterwards, Sonic and Tails have this conversation that is just very uncomfortable, just how weird, and I don't want to use that word, but you know, like,
in the movie they have a 7-year age difference.
Yes, I know.
It's just a big brother little brother thing at the beginnings of it.
It's just, yeah, it's completely innocent what they're talking about. It's just like the tone and how they talk to each other. It's just really not uncomfortable. It's just really weird. It's just, I don't know. I cringed at that a lot. Because they were going for something and they completely missed base with me, at least. And then they find the
Yeah,
They find the map.
The next day they go to the mountains and they find
Yeah.
where the map is. Wait,
where the compass is, and then Robotnik and Knuckles are like, "We're here," and Robotnik's like, "Why do all the work when they can do it for you?" God, I love this. I love Robotnik. Anyways, Knuckles steals the compass after Tails almost dies, and Sonic prioritizes Tails over the compass, and Knuckles is like, and Robotnik's like, "They're dumb," and Knuckles is like,
Are we the baddies?
Are we the bad guys? Avalanche happens. Tom uses Ring to get Sonic and Tails to Hawaii. Avalanche comes into Hawaii.
In the middle of them saying their vows.
In the middle of them saying their vows, yeah. After Rachel said, "Tom, don't ruin my wedding," he literally does. Turns out Rachel was marrying some undercover FBI cop that were like looking for Sonic. They lock Sonic and Tails up.
Ed, it's not the FBI. It's Gun, and there's a very cool reason they're called. I love Gun. I'll tell you why in a sec. But
so
Gun.
What government agency?
My stand is
Gun.
Yeah, or my stand is Gun. Everything's a JoJo reference. This synopsis is going over the way too long. Anyways, lucky that the compass leads to an island in Hawaii. Lamau. Eventually Sonic and Tails get freed. Tails has been unconscious all this time and then wakes up later. Sonic goes to the place to stop Robotnik from getting the Chaos Emerald. God, I'm not even done with the movie yet. I thought the movie ended here, but I forgot. Robotnik gets the Master Emerald. He gets the power. He gets like power to create anything with thought. He goes back to Montana. Somehow they all end up going to Montana very quickly.
They don't explain how the humans get to Montana quickly.
I think it's Tails. Tails steals the one plane and they.
But it was just
We're in Hawaii.
Tails smart, make things
go
fast.
Tails making the plane go fast is like legitimately the thing he does.
They have rings though.
No, they
didn't.
Sonic lost all the rings in Siberia. And the one ring that they used was it's either rings or one-time use. They used it to get to Hawaii.
I love how when he loses the rings, he does the noise.
Oh yeah, the ring noise.
That's really cute.
Yeah. Anyways, Robotnik goes back to Montana, makes a big Robotnik thing. They steal they get the Master Emerald from him. It breaks into the 7 Chaos Emeralds, or 7, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Robotnik steps on Sonic, Tom, and Maddie, but Sonic Chaos Emeralds were near him, so he went Supersonic. Super Saiyan Supersonic.
That's you're not the first. You were not the first. I
assumed
there's
it was
a
just
love-hate thing with both of the fans.
I assumed. Dragon Ball Z was first.
Yes.
Before Super Saiyan Sonic, so I'm assuming it's just like an homage.
Yes.
But yeah, he goes Super Saiyan Supersonic, and then he beats Robotnik, and then Knuckles turned good, by the way, somewhere along the way there.
Because he saw that Sonic was still trying to rescue Knuckles after the flooding.
Robotnik betrayed him.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And Knuckles and Sonic can't swim, and he still risks his life to get Knuckles out of the water.
He basically died.
Not the first time.
Not the first time. Not the last.
Heck, last time he died, a human woman kissed his sleeping corpse.
Yeah, also Robotnik dies.
In the movie?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Well, you don't see his body, but he basically
gets
dies.
captured.
No, you don't see his body. They don't find him. Stone is there. Stone is like at the crash scene disguised, but you don't see Robotnik. He falls off the thing, and then they mention that they can't find his body. And then the movie ends, and there's some
Oh,
credits with like really cool, like old techie, or like scenes from that look like all the Sonic games that have been
yeah, it's a
released so
16-bit. It's a
far.
16-bit Sonic.
Yeah, and then
It's
but
cool.
it goes up to like the 3D Sonics and all that, and then you get mid credit scene, Shadow the Hedgehog, where Shadow has
He's been at a government black site that's been black sited for, I think they said 50 years, which is actually accurate to the games. I love how accurate they
50
go with it.
years.
50 years, yeah.
How old is Shadow's like 70 then?
Yes and no. He's been frozen like Aang, arguably. I can explain it to you now. So basically, in the game, the adventure,
How old is he? Minus 50.
I think he's around 16. He's built to be
Also,
16. Yes, he's supposed to be around 16, 17, 18. So here's the thing. It's meant for kids. So here's the thing. In the
he has
original
a gun
adventure
and
game,
kills people
so
in
yeah,
his
Kids.
game.
so yeah, so here's the thing. In the original adventure games where Shadow was first introduced, Sonic was a creature of prophecy to be like the ultimate being, or they think he was. So they tried to make it. So some humans tried to make it, and it looks like an image Shadow.
Yeah. And
But
Shadow
it's
can go Super Sonic, Super Saiyan, right?
he can just go super. He can go Super Shadow. Yeah.
With the
If you're
Chaos
Hex,
Emeralds?
yeah, Knuckles can go
Yeah.
Super Knuckles, and so can Tails. It's happened before.
Excuse me?
Yeah, they can in the games.
No.
Yes, Knuckles is just like a little more pink,
Gross.
Amazing.
and then I
Just
think
kidding.
Tails is a brighter shady yellow. It's kind of hard to tell.
Pink's awesome. But yeah, that's the movie. Yeah, it drags. I'll just start. It drags. It drags.
And that's a like?
No, that's a dislike. It drags. Like,
Then why are...
I'm just listing my dislike first, which is it drags. Like, the movie should have definitely ended. I mean, this movie could have been an hour and 40 minutes instead of 2 hours long. Because, like, it felt like the movie was going to end when they found the Master Emerald in Hawaii. And then it just went on for another, like, 30 minutes. And it's way too much.
You don't
Like,
understand cinema, Ed.
what? No, it had serious pacing issues at that moment. Like, they got to the climax, they got to the like to the point where it was supposed to be falling action or whatever, fucking like, like, oh, the movie's like everything's wrapping up here, and then it got to the wrapping up part. It felt that way at the Master Emerald, and it just stagnated until literally they beat Robotnik at the end. It has pacing issues at the end. It seems like they were trying, and yeah, I don't think it's even like a fault of them trying to do something, because like the story makes sense and it like follows and whatever.
May I offer a rebuttal?
But like it just feels like it dragged on at the end. What?
Keep in mind, this is a movie for kids. I don't think it would be risky, and I don't think it would be risky in a good way for them to end it where a villain wins. I think that would be too upsetting for kids.
No, yeah, I know. I'm not. Yeah, if they're gonna end it at Hawaii, Robotnik wouldn't get the emerald. Obviously,
No.
Knuckles would turn on him or something.
Yeah, but we got Supersonic, so bad take there, bud.
Still pacing issues in my opinion.
No, I agree. I agree.
Dialogue was okay. Weird dialogue between Sonic and Tails. Please clean it up a
Not
bit.
weird.
They're children. You said it yourself. They're children, and it's weird.
Why is it weird?
To me, I don't know, man. I'm weird.
They're just being friendly.
Is it because they're being emotionally available to each other?
Shit, that might be it.
Don't boomer me.
No. I'm just saying. Is it the fact that
I
they're
don't
being, like,
know. I don't know what it is. It's just like the word choice or whatever, and Tails being so like fanboy over him. It was just weird. I don't know, man. I honestly, I know that's a me thing. That's mostly a me thing. I know it's not going to be like that for everybody, but that like that is definitely just a me thing, and I'm okay being objectively wrong in that. It just felt weird to me. That's all.
I mean, it I get where you're coming from because like they'd use a similar dynamic between Stone and Robotnik, and Stone is clearly like queer coded, having a crush on Robotnik.
Is it coded if they actually show him with the hearts? Because like,
Fair
Yeah,
enough, but still,
Stone's
it's
got the
not like he
hots
didn't
for
pull
Eggman.
the
Yeah,
homoeroticism from nothing.
yeah, no, I get why. I get why. Because they showed they showed Stone and Eggman first, then they showed Tails. So I can see why you'd think that. That's fair.
And I think it is like the fact that the two of them are very open with each other emotionally, something that in pop culture we don't see with like two dudes just being friends.
Yeah.
yeah, and the reason it's so weird is because yeah, they're children, and it's just like it yeah, again in the pop culture thing, like yeah, the being emotionally available and stuff kind of sometimes points to that, and that's why I guess just my brain just the being raised by boomers and all that, just like that kind of like crossed some wires and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm okay being objectively wrong with that. It just felt weird to me. Honestly, the whole movie has pacing issues. Now that I think about it.
And did you also feel like it was weird in the second third of the movie, Sonic doesn't go fast, like at all?
When he's running on the waves.
That's like the
In the
third bit.
second in the Act 2,
Yeah, in Act 2, when they're in Russia,
Sir,
Sonic doesn't seem to go fat, like do a run once.
no, he doesn't.
It's cold.
But he snowboards,
He
which
snowboards,
is
which
awesome.
that makes sense.
Also,
That's in the games.
are the little wasp robots like accurate to the games? Because they look really familiar.
I thought so
Wasp those
too. I
lasers?
think they were there. I think they were modified from one of the games. Yes. If
And I
I'm,
think they were in one too, Sonic 1, the movie, the
Um,
first movie.
I don't think they had the
no,
wasp,
they
but
didn't have
yeah,
the wasp. They had the little like
drones. Yeah.
drones. Are those
They
accurate from the games also? The little drones with the little.
no, I didn't like
No.
it. Remember I think that's a dislike I had
Oh,
in the
okay.
first
Yeah.
one.
Well, either way, the Vespoid ones, the little wasp ones, they were pretty cool with the lasers.
Yeah, they were cool.
I like them.
I hope by the third one they just they ham up the campiness of it, and they actually add like some of the more
Yes.
talking side.
Honestly, this movie would have
Robots.
benefited for being
Like
more
the-
campy.
Like the robot from Sonic Adventure.
Gamma? Oh, Gamma's gonna make kids cry by the end if they do it right.
Right.
I hope they do Gamma.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, again, like other likes from the movie, Sonic, very, very. I'm not very well versed in Sonic, but he seemed very
Hi.
honest and true to how he is. Tails also. Knuckles, I don't know too much about, but I know he is kind of a little bit of a villain sometimes.
It's
a little
not that
bit of
he's
an
a villain. It's
antagonist
just that
He's antagonistic to Sonic.
to
in
Sonic.
the beginning,
Yeah.
in the beginning, because
Yeah.
it always starts off with them having miscommunicating and think Eggman always tricks Knuckles a lot of times because it's not that Knuckles is stupid. It's just he's a bit more. He's been very isolated, even more than like any character.
Oh, so
Yeah.
the Knuckles being
So
like
he's
one
so
of the last
weird.
of his kind is like a thing. for
Yes,
the game?
no, that's very much a thing.
Okay.
He's the
Actually,
last echidna.
the echidnas do a lot of bad historically. Actually, other than like a few.
Echidna war crimes.
You're joking, but
Echidna war crimes sounds like a fun band name.
it does.
You know echidnas lay eggs? Anyways.
Yes.
Yeah, they're named after the Greek goddess who births monsters.
Lamau. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool.
You know they're poisonous too? I think they're poisonous too.
That's platypi.
That's platypi. Damn it! Beat me to it.
Platypi. Likes. I really like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Robotnik, Stone. All the characters are pretty on fire, except for the other humans. Tom's fine. Tom, right? Tom?
Yes.
Tom and wife's name, Maggie, they're fine. I don't like Jessica?
Rachel.
Rachel? I'm so bad with names. Wow. Tom, Maggie, fine. Rachel,
What about Otto?
Oh, speaking
You
of...
don't like the dog?
Oh, the dog. I don't know. I think it was the black dude.
No, that's Randall.
Randall. Speaking of Randall, They literally have a Top Gun moment in this, and I'm talking about homoeroticism. They literally have shirtless dudes playing volleyball. Ripped shirtless dudes. And they're his boys.
And they do everything together, and they motivate each other, and they're emotionally
They're
available.
literally in the military.
Yeah. They're literally in the military. They're emotionally available to each other. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me, Goose. I almost said Rooster, but that's his son.
That's also our old cat. Anyway.
Yes. Also that. Rooster,
Holy
came
shit,
first.
Goose and Rooster. Why did I miss that? Why the fuck did I miss that?
From Top
Rooster's
Gun?
son will be named Pigeon.
I've never
Top Gun 3.
They're birds.
Well, I got that, but I didn't get the...
Yeah.
I'm not a Top Gun fan.
Rooster.
It would have been funnier if he was Gosling.
Gosling. Oh. I see.
Like in honor of his dad? Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Goose, Gosling.
Yeah. Or, yeah, Gosling, but also Gosling.
Can I pause for a second?
Ryan.
Deploy.
Wine. Yeah, characters are good. What would I do different? First of all, I would definitely cut down at least one step in the hole where the Master Emerald is to trim the movie down a little bit. 100% definitely trim it down a little bit. I would also
Would you remove the compass?
Yeah, would you put the compass over by Hawaii?
I don't know is the thing.
So how would you shorten it?
No. That's the thing.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Okay, so in Sonic
Take over.
Adventure, what? What do you say?
I said take over.
Sorry, I'm helping you out. So and you can say this. You thought of this in Sonic Adventure when Knuckles is when you play as Knuckles, you go searching for emeralds and pieces of emeralds and stuff, right? Or like jewels.
Mm-hmm.
So what you do is you fly around and there's a radar, and the closer you get to the thing, it starts beeping louder and louder until once you get to like beep 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 beep, you start digging because there's a dig button. That can be how they start finding bits of they start finding. So they find the compass in Hawaii, like you were saying, and then they have to go all around trekking across Hawaii to find it, to find the button that unlocks the whole thing.
Oh, and then Sonic wouldn't lose the rings.
Yeah.
Saves a couple potholes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great idea, Ed.
Great job,
Not my
Ed.
idea. Not my idea, but that's a good idea.
Ed, you're such a big Sonic fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
The biggest one in the whole podcast.
Also, I don't dislike Sonic. I just never played Sonic games.
I only played the Sonic Tennis, and I think I did Sonic Snowboarding one.
Yeah. Which is why I don't want to get rid of the snowboarding.
They could like, what is it? No, it's not waterboarding. That's different. Add waterboarding.
No,
kite
that's
surfing. Kite surfing.
Fun fact: in Sonic Adventure 3, there is no 3.
I mean, they do have a secret government agency.
Oh God, they have gun.
They have gun.
Gun.
Yeah, I would trim it a little bit. I don't know what I would do, honestly. Though I'd say the map just leads to the place. Then you cut the whole compass thing.
Yeah.
The entire thing just leads to the place. And yeah, maybe we can take your idea, Hector, and the little maybe there is a little thing that like the little radar thing, or Tails
Tails could absolutely invent one.
Yeah. Little metal detector to get the button to open the place up. And you can have just literally like Sonic to still go to Siberia and snowboard. That's just like they just like panic ring there to get away. Really,
that's smart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then they can go down there. Don't lose the ring, Sonic. And snowboard and shit. Yeah, and then they find it, and then you like it can happen the same. I would honestly keep depending if Sonic loses the rings or not. If he loses the rings, stay in Hawaii. If he doesn't lose the rings, go back to Montana. I would have loved to see more Stone, honestly, though. I love
True.
Stone as a
Yeah.
character. I wanted
Yeah.
more Stone and Carrie being uh weird again.
Here's hoping the next one fixes that.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, yeah. Honestly, not a lot to do to this movie. It's very mediocre. Just dragged on a bit. Also, make Tails less fucking pussy shit.
That's how he
Just a
starts
little bit.
off. He's a coward in the beginning. He gets braver as he goes on.
You could make him not as big as a fucking baby at first, though. Even though he's like what, 7, 8?
He's 8.
He's 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that threw me off that made me assume he was 12 was he said, when I was a kid, I used to watch you, which kind of, or like, I used to be like all alone, I didn't have friends. And I was confused because if he used to be a kid, not a kid anymore. But then I forgot about like, when you're a kid, you always think you're a big kid.
Yeah. I mean, they might have aged him up. Did you check on that? The director or
I
anybody
tried
say?
to. They don't give the movie. The movies don't have the ages.
Yeah, the movies don't confirm
And some of the
ages.
and I think the game ages are from the original game, which they kind of throw willy nilly. I think in the current ones he's like 12 to Sonic's 16, 17.
Yeah.
But like
Okay.
generally,
Do you think they're gonna add another Hedgehog onto the next movie?
another what?
Hedgehog.
I mean, if they are, it's going to be
Or
Amy.
another anamorphic animal or whatever.
Oh no, they're probably gonna do Amy for sure because they're doing the
Amy?
Shadow thing. They have to do the thing where she mistakes Shadow for Sonic,
Okay.
even though they're both.
Are there any other more?
Is she
Are there any
colorblind?
others that I don't know of? Because
The
I
rumor
know.
is there was a mistranslation from Japanese to English,
Ah.
and they've never
Anyways,
bothered to fix it. Sorry.
but yeah, there's Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Shadow. Are there any more, or is it just
Vector, the crocodile, Charmy the
there's
bee.
a crocodile? There's a
Yes,
bee?
there's. If you want to go with the original old ones that they don't even touch anymore outside the comics, you can do Sally, which was Sonic's real love interest for many years.
There was the girl from Sonic
Okay.
Underground who was Sonic's sister.
That was a one-time. We do not. No one
No,
remembers
wait, we
Sonic
don't talk about
Underground.
her. We don't talk about her.
Spike
Yeah.
as
Anyways,
well.
they have more.
There's also the
have more
OC that
animals.
you can make in Sonic Forces.
Yes, the greatest Sonic game of all time. I feel sick just joking about that.
Yeah, but they have more animals to throw in. So
Yeah.
There's a lot more.
Species. We should get
Wait,
a.
was Knights a part of Sonic? Because she was in Sonic Tennis.
Yeah, she was also in a pinball thing you can do in Sonic.
Adventure.
But no, she's not a part. Technically, I think Yuji Naka had a hand in both. Who, fun fact, just got arrested. One of the co-creators of Sonic just got arrested.
Nice.
Insider trading.
Yep. Anyways.
Nice. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something.
Sorry.
They should make a Star Fox movie now for actual space animals.
That's Nintendo.
Yeah.
You think
Fuck
Nintendo's
Nintendo.
ever gonna do it? No.
Fuck Nintendo.
Family friendly.
If anyone wants to know, Ed's a huge Smash player. He's not happy with how Nintendo's treating the Smash scene.
Yeah, I'll touch on it after the episode. Anyways, that's my shit.
Who goes next?
Can you go next? Because if I start going, I'm going to be spoiling a lot of shit. It'd be better if I'm just last.
Yeah, the Sonic thing. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, I also forgot to mention in the first episode I said I've played the sports games. I've also watched the Game Grumps play the Sonic games, which is hilarious. Starting with Boom, then Forces, Sonic and the Black Knight, the Black Knight.
Wait, you seen the Black Knight?
I watched the gameplay.
Okay.
And then my favorite is Sonic Adventure DX when they play the director's cut of Sonic Adventure, and that's a beautiful mess.
Oh, everyone loves.
Yeah.
The DX cut's the best.
Yeah.
The facial expressions are just so good, and they're unmatched even to this day. Yeah.
Big the Cat fishing game. No, I'm not. Not only is it mandatory, it's like
its own subplot.
Yeah, it's to beat the game, you have to play Big the Cat.
200% the game.
Well, I think you have
to beat the game. You have to catfish.
You have to play as Big the Cat.
You have to play Big the Cat.
Who's a giant purple fat cat
Yes.
who fishes.
His whole thing is he's trying to fish. And he goes through all the game like all the spots that you've been to in the game. He's like the second to last character you can play.
And once you do all of them, you get the secret ending, which you can play as Supersonic.
Yep.
It's
No.
bananas.
Yep. Anyways, on from that tangent. I liked Jim Carrey. I'm a Jim Carrey fan. Disappointed that he's an anti-vaxxer, but go off, I guess. He
Wait,
also had-
what?
Yeah, he got canceled a couple years ago because he's an anti-vaxxer.
He broke up and he's been quiet about it. Who knows? He might have changed his mind on it.
Fingers crossed.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He's also been through a lot of shit the last few years. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and wait.
If there's one thing that'll trigger me to make me not like somebody, it's being an anti-vaxxer. Oh, I don't want it to be true.
Well, apparently it was because of the person that he was dating. Married
She was
to?
the head of the. She was the figurehead of the anti-vaxxer movement
in Canada or
in
just...
and not everywhere, but
Okay.
like she's Canadian, I think too.
It's always the Canadians.
Cut that out. It's gonna sound so bad. Okay.
He also had the best opportunity for Uganda Knuckles joke, and he took it. I don't care if it was technically in the script, but I can show you the way. Come on. They also had 2 jokes where a character says shit, but it's not actually shit, within the first 10 minutes of the movie. They could have used one more for that rule of 3. I kind of wanted Tails to make a shit, not shit joke.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could have Knuckles say it, except he actually does say shit and they just cut it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm jumping ahead, but
yeah.
The dog Otto, he was in sunglasses, very cute. I enjoyed that. There's a part early on in the movie where Ben Schwartz, who is John Ralphio in Parks and Rec, he references. Ben Schwartz is Sonic. He references John Ralphio in Parks and Rec because John Ralphio does this thing where when he's talking about his sister Mona Lisa, he's like, she's the worst, and I'm doing it horribly. But at one point, Sonic does the same thing, and I got really excited.
I would have missed that reference.
Yeah, you absolutely would have because you haven't seen Parks and Rec.
I've seen bits.
He's the worst.
Just call me the worst.
In a sing-song voice, so it doesn't count.
Okay,
and it's
fair
cute.
enough. That's fair. Yeah, it is. That's how she's gonna break the divorce news. We're divorced, and I'll be like, sure, cool.
Understandable. Have a nice day. So usually when there's a character, it's like a trope. When there's a character who's really like proud or arrogant or like self-confident or whatever, usually they're a huge dick to their friends, and either their friends like break up with them because they're being a dick, or they just learn to accept it. I'm really glad that the script writers sidestepped that trope entirely because it is goddamn exhausting. Like, Sonic is still like himself. He's still proud. He's still a little like arrogant, but like he never looks at Tails and thinks, "This is my fan. He's a lesser being." He's like, "No, this is my fan. His name is Tails. Now he's my best friend / brother figure."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
only
I like
friend.
Knuckles is a friend too.
I know, but
only
Tails
friend
is
for like 2 days.
friend. Yeah.
2 days.
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you were talking about by the end of the movie.
No, I'm just saying. Going off the Sonic has no friends.
Yeah.
That should be in my dislikes. Tom not silencing his phone. I liked the Rachel redemption arc after her wedding, when she's going crazy and Barracuda's playing in the distance.
Yeah, that was fun.
Barracuda.
Also, Barracuda was the best song choice out of the movie. Everything else did, like, the first 2 songs, like when he's in Seattle and when he's doing the house party, those were good picks. All the rest of the music was not it.
Except for the traditional Scandinavian music during the dance-off.
That was good.
Not when
Fresh-
Sonic changes the music. Before that.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
No, no,
Oh,
it's good.
I thought you were talking about when Sonic changes the
No,
music
no,
in
no,
the
no.
other
The
film.
traditional, the
Yeah,
actual traditional Scandinavian music.
because we all know Bruno Mars, a traditional Scandinavian singer who sings Uptown Funk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I will say the music choices in this movie was kind of cringe. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah, like the first one, it was pretty good and it made sense. This one, it was like,
Kind of
not
cringe.
it. Yeah. I'd change the music. I don't know what I'd change it to. I know what Hector
Maybe
wants to
things
change it
that
to.
maybe songs that weren't like the biggest thing 10 years ago.
Maybe
Maybe go for older or newer.
Uptown Funk's like 4 years old.
it's only 4 years old?
3 to 4. It's not that old.
It sounds like it feels like
It's
it's
older
10
than
years
4,
old.
I thought.
It's like his newest album. Bruno Mars' newest album, I'm sure.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Are you Googling it?
I'm googling when this song came out. There's uh this says 2014, bro.
9 years old. Almost as long as we've been dating.
I guess Uptown Funk gave it to me. I guess it funked me up.
November 2014. It just turned 8 years old.
Hot damn.
Okay, last it's really nice to see a interracial couple that's so prominent. Like, I'm really surprised since this is such a mainstream movie that whatever like whoever's in charge of casting was yeah, it's just like it's not something I'd expect because like even now in 2022 people get upset if they see an interracial like cereal commercial. It's just not something that people see and it's really refreshing and it's nice that they treat Maddie as well as they do in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Agreed, totally. I do not taking away from that at all. I just would really like it if it wasn't always a white man with a minority woman, because
Yeah,
that is the majority of what you see, and
for
that's
sure.
why Good Place is great with that, and that's why I liked Smile as much as I did, because that also had.
Wait,
Well,
Good Place. Wait,
Yeah.
those two do end up together?
Well, they I know they're involved.
I've
I
only seen
haven't
like a
seen
few
the good. I haven't
episodes.
actually seen it all either, but yeah,
Okay,
there's
okay.
also
they do become involved. I don't know if they stay together or anything, but Good Place does that. Smile does that.
Last Night in Soho also does it. Her main interest.
Yeah. Oh man, Last Night Soul is such a good movie.
So good.
Yeah,
It's funny because isn't it more the opposite in real life, where it's like white black dude or like person of color white girl.
I don't
I
know.
just,
I don't
I
know
just,
because I
I
feel like
just,
I've
I just
noticed.
wish it was more person of color man and white girl instead of white man.
I'd be fine with a good mix of both.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Or interracial couple where neither person is white.
That too. That also works.
Yeah.
Just enough of the white man with an Asian or a black lady or Indian or whatever you have. Other minority, pick one. Enough of that. Let's have a minority man.
I didn't know Idris Elba could be funny, but I liked him. He was funny. The way, like,
You didn't see the Suicide Squad? No, you didn't see the
I didn't see it.
Okay, yeah, he's hilarious in that one. Okay.
Yeah, like the only other thing I've seen him in that he's funny in is The Office, and I don't think you can't not be funny in The Office. Yes, I do have that effect on women.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for the dislikes, baby.
Woo.
Obligatory. Fuck Seattle.
Fuck Seattle.
So early on in the movie, I picked up on the fact that Tom and Maddie were treating Sonic like a kid, and I really didn't like it. I stopped hating it as much near the end, like because I kind of at that point it kind of clicked, but the way that they introduced it didn't jive with me. And it's weird because like the movie kind of acknowledges it too, but not enough to like do anything about it, and they kind of do the opposite. I write my notes during the film, so you kind of get my thoughts. They might clash with each other, but whatever. They're my notes. But yeah, close friends shouldn't have to parent you, or it shouldn't be one-sided like actual friendships. I again, it didn't jive with me. I'm gonna try and see if I can fix that. I already shit talked the music. It's at first it was like, okay, this is weird, but it fits. Kind of like in the original Suicide Squad kind of way, where it's like very literal and not very like it doesn't hit like Guardians of the Galaxy or Sonic One. Uh, Idris's accent was kind of weird because like he has an American accent about like 80% of the time, but then the English will cut in and it'll just like it's really jarring because he'll just be talking like this and then he'll say the wrong word and it'll turn British, but then it'll just cut back into English. Like what? And it brought me out of the movie. Um, the CGI is noticeably worse in this movie. Hector says it's because of the pandemic, but I don't know. It could have just cooked a little bit more. In that like middle third of the movie, it was just like not great, especially in the dance off scene. Like it's no like
Now that you mention it, yeah.
the shading is all weird, which like it's understandable because they're doing such crazy stuff with the CGI. But like,
Can I do a quick side tangent?
yes,
Do you guys imagine if they kept the original designs and then based all the rest of the creatures off that?
cursed.
Can you imagine Knuckles?
No, no.
Oh, good lord, I
with
can
the
see it.
connecty unit eye.
Yeah.
I
What do
really
you mean? They always connect in the. They
No,
connect in
no,
real life, right?
he's talking about like like the Monster Sonic, not the
Yeah, Ugly Sonic. If you've
actual
seen
like
Chip and if
game
you've seen Chip,
design.
yeah. If you've seen Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, then yeah, you know Ugly Sonic. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Mm-hmm.
hero of the movie.
true.
Thank you, Ed. Sorry, keep going,
The
Ruthie.
Yeah.
Uni Eye Sonic would have been
Mhm.
kind of cool. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, really moving cool.
I know Hector likes Gun. I thought it was weird at first. I take it back. Gun was kind of fun.
Good.
They weren't implemented well, but they were. I'm.
The first bit, like our introduction to them at the wedding, where like
Oh yeah,
Could
that
have been
was
hinted
so
at.
like out
I
of
don't know.
fucking
Yeah,
nowhere.
yeah.
Don't worry, I fix it.
I fixed
Or I
it too.
try and fix it. I shouldn't. Oh no.
They just kind of fucking show up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was so confused when that started happening. I'm like, wait, what?
Sonic spent a whole third of the movie not going fast. You can tell which part of the movie I like the least.
I think. Do you think it was like budget stuff?
I feel like they worked on that part at the end, and then they're like running out of patience, running out of money, and then the studio's like pressuring them, and they're just like, "Fuck it, I'm done."
He's snowboarding now.
Yeah. Well, no, like they knew they were gonna have him snowboard, and I feel like that got the energy back. But they were like, "Okay, it's time to go back on into editing for the dance scene." Oh, it's already in theaters.
Yeah.
Wade felt extra dumb in the few scenes he was in, and I didn't like Stone being queer coded. The way Stone was queer coded.
What do you mean? Like the fact he was rejected or something?
Well,
Because I like that.
No,
I like that they kind of confirmed that there was some like potential romance. I don't know.
What do you mean? What does queer coded mean? Like,
so queer coding is something that they've done in Hollywood literally since movies started. What it means is you have a character, you like sprinkle the hints that this character is not straight or not cis, but you never confirm it.
They flat out confirmed it in this one. The coffee.
that's not a confirmation. That's just more of him pining over Robotnik, bro.
It's a one-sided rom.
Okay,
It's a
I say
one-sided.
I'm saying
I know,
queer
but he's still
coding,
pining.
but they're confirmed. Okay, let me rephrase.
No,
this.
I'm willing to listen. I just don't understand.
He was gay the same way LeFou was gay. He is the assistant to the antagonist. There's no motivation for him except for the fact that he is gay.
So if Eggman were to show some reciprocation, you'd be completely fine.
Maybe, but it's like his only personality trait is that he's in love with Eggman.
Hmm.
It's just
I like it more in the. I think what was missing
it was
is
more
that
endearing in the
So
I think
he's not a full character, is what you're saying.
yeah, in the very stereotypical way, because usually what
Mm,
happens is like the queer coding becomes the character.
yeah, I get you now.
Yeah,
okay.
Wasn't he like the actually like good action one in the first one? I think of some other movie.
he was definitely like he was a very competent assistant. I don't think he did much action.
Didn't he
No,
help
but
rescue
he
Eggman from the when he first met Sonic? Or am I thinking
Maybe,
of some
maybe.
well
other?
Stone like definitely did more than just like pine over Robotnik in the first one. I don't remember exactly what, but he was like you said, a competent assistant, which is rare also.
Yeah,
I think in the second. I hope the third one they fix it because it's there. I don't know.
He's
yeah.
also a very competent assistant in this one as well for that little bit that he's in the robot. He's like, it's in
Yeah.
the manual.
Do you notice the manual looked like an old Sega Sonic game?
Yes, I noticed it looked
Yeah,
like a old
Yeah.
timey thing.
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. I don't know. And maybe it stood out to me especially because like in the first movie we didn't see much of Maddie, but like because there's such good representation for an interracial couple having a same sex couple, I'm using air quotes, be so lackluster kind of stuck out to me a little bit
That's
more.
completely fair.
Mm.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah,
Um, and if you want other examples of queer coding, so there's Beauty and the Beast, LeFou, um, geez, what other ones are there? Uh,
Sherlock.
Sherlock, between well, so it's not that in Sherlock like characters are like diminished by only being gay, but like it's heavily sprinkled in there for audience enjoyment and like homoeroticism, but they'll never ever confirm it.
Yeah.
It also ties in with Bury Your Gaze because as soon as the queer coding is confirmed, your character's gonna die.
Supernatural.
Yep.
Oh, that was hilarious because that came out at such a weird time and Tumblr went wild. God, that supernatural like confirmation was great because
Wait,
Castiel gets sent to super hell,
For being gay.
not for being gay,
wait.
but yeah,
In Supernatural, the angel.
yes, he confirms he's in love with Dean and then he gets taken away and then to super hell
Oh,
and nothing ever happens with that because this was filmed during COVID, so they never.
And then Dean dies because he's also gay.
No, he doesn't die for that. But he dies, and then no, he's so straight. He has his car with him in heaven, and then he just like doesn't even give a shit about uh
About Cass.
Cass
the
anymore.
cast.
He
Oh.
doesn't even give a shit about Cass. I don't even watch Supernatural, but I was living for this
Wait,
like
so
when it
Dean
came
Dean
out.
dies like 6 times or something.
He's died. I remember when Ruthie was a fan. She told me he died like what 80 times was it?
So canonically, he's died over 80 times. He died 80 times in one episode.
Oh, well, more than 80 times because he's also died other times and came back. I know
Yes.
I know for a fact he died once and came back.
Yes. But
Yes.
there was one episode where
He died 80 times. Yeah.
no. So it was a Groundhog's Day thing, but like he did actually die and
Oh.
actually come back. Like all that was
Mm.
That's funny. Was it the sillier Supernatural?
Yes,
season?
because
Okay.
it was Loki was the
Yeah.
one that they were hunting.
Doesn't like Supernatural go off the rails like in season 9? It's just like does
Oh, season
crazy
9? Oh,
crazy stuff.
no. No,
Oh.
it loses the plot like after season 4.
So what
Oh,
happened
wow.
was the original dude, who is the guy who helped write the Boys TV show, finished after season 5. He's like, you can continue if you want. I'm done. And then he went off to do other stuff.
Season 1, they find the demon. Like the end of season 1, they find okay, so
We're going way off tangent, guys. We're going off
I'll
tangent.
explain later.
Yeah.
It's fixing time, baby. So because this is a sequel episode, I'm going to turn my Sonic 2 into a sequel to the Sonic 1 fixes that I did. I.e., I'm trying to keep continuity with my original fixes.
Wow.
Listen to our episode on Sonic to hear my fixes on that one.
Fucking shill.
Trying to get people to listen to our podcast, fucking bitch.
I didn't say that. I called you a shill. Sell out, thank you, sell out.
Okay. So, since Robotnik in my original version didn't start working for the government, I'm going to say somewhere between 1 and 2, Gunn was basically started with Robotnik's technology. Stone was offered a position at Gunn to start it. We'll say that was an after credit scene for Sonic 1. Sometime between after credit scene and 2, he was hired and then demoted because he was obsessed with finding Robotnik and he wanted to use the resources of the US government and Gunn to try and find Robotnik. And they found him very annoying, so they demoted him. When we are introduced to Stone again, we open to him making the coffee as he did in the original. We're seeing him making the Robotnik latte. He's fawning over it. The camera pans out and you see he's in a coffee shop. Pan out, he's in the mean bean. Mean bean. Pan out some more. He's the coffee shop in the middle of the Pentagon. Because in real life there's a Starbucks in the middle of the Pentagon.
Isn't there also Taco Bell?
Yes. And you can even use this as an opportunity to show that Randall is a part of Gunn. Because, like, as the camera's panning out, maybe you see Randall coming out with a latte.
Maybe, as what's supposed to be an extra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we see him later, and he's like, geez, that guy looks familiar.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah. We're going to keep that opening bit with Sonic in Seattle. Fuck Seattle. And then coming home with Maddie, waking him up. I'm going to change the fishing scene, though. Sonic goes on the fishing trip with Tom and his dad, Thomas. Tom's dad.
Didn't his dad die?
Not in my version, he didn't.
Okay. So that's why he became sheriff, because his dad died, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, because there's always been a Tom Wachowski sheriff in Green Hills.
Yeah.
So
it's just been I don't know if they confirmed it. Not in Sonic.
I thought they did. Whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
So Thomas is telling one of his work stories, probably one that Sonic has now heard like once a day for the last 200-something days. Tom is mouthing the story by heart, rolling his eyes. It's his dad. And Sonic is asleep. And he gets pissed off that Sonic is asleep and wakes him up and starts lecturing him.
Does he throw him into the water again?
No, I don't think he throws him into the water, but Sonic does fall in and they pull him out. And then Tom starts lecturing him. And the two of them start arguing. And Tom's like, you need to be respectful. And Sonic's like, why? He's not my dad. I don't have a dad. And Tom looks upset. Thomas intercedes. He's like, let's just get back to land. Stop it. Put a pin in it. Whatever. They get back to land. Sonic races off because he didn't want to go for fishing in the first place. And Thomas pulls Tom aside and says, listen, you can't be a friend and a parent at the same time. You really have to pick what role you want with Sonic. I'm trying to build. Turn of Robotnik. Tails appears on Earth, and he goes to steal a cop car. He's working on breaking into the car, and then we see a human shadow walk up. Tails turns around. Cut before we see who it is. Cut to Sonic, same as the old one. He's chilling with the dog. Same as the original video call with Tom. Robotnik appears. All that. Cut back. Tails is sitting in the passenger seat of the cop car. Thomas is senior is driving the car. Tails is like, boy, I'm sure glad you didn't attack me back there. And Thomas, I don't know, I picture a gruff older gentleman, big 80s stash.
Who's the dude who plays K in
Tommy Lee Jones?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh.
It'd be funnier because
Oh, Men in Black.
Yeah.
Nice. Thomas, he's like, yeah, you're not the first alien I've seen.
Oh, see,
today.
even better.
True. After the house gets destroyed by Robotnik and Knuckles, jeez, I almost forgot his name. Thomas gets out of the car, looks at the damage, and you can just see his eyes widen with dad DIY glee as he's starts pulling out his notebook and making a Home Depot run list.
You can make it another product placement. Last one was Olive Garden. This one's Home Depot.
I'm gonna need 2 trips to Home Depot for this.
Yeah.
Siberia. So I'm gonna see if I can fix the dance off. I didn't like it. You can either remove it entirely and just have the Russians like, that is nothing, he's fine. We have animals come in and eat soup all the time. Not weird.
Okay.
Or as soon as Sonic and Tails are revealed, Sonic starts to like smooth things over, and like, you know, be a diplomat, and Tails starts freaking out. He starts pulling out all the gadgets to overwhelm their enemies, and it's like the scene in the first movie, but now Sonic has to empathize with Tom, just watching the chaos.
And just try to calm everything down.
He's trying to calm everything down, but you know, there's like,
Tails is overdoing it this time. That'd be fun, actually. That's a good way to twist it.
or you can do both.
Yeah, you could do both.
Let's see, at the wedding. So when Tom and Maddie meet with Randall and Rachel, Tom swears, like, to Rachel, like, I'm not gonna fuck this up. I'm gonna make sure everything goes right. You don't have to worry about me. And then in that scene where he, like, does the sleight of hand to take the rings from JoJo, she insists that he has to teach her how he did that. And he's like, yeah. And he shows her a little bit off screen. Flash forward to right before the wedding. Tom has silenced his phone, but JoJo, having learned sleight of hand, managed to nick his phone. So when she's like,
like how he did it earlier with the ring?
How he did earlier with the rings. So she's got the phone when Sonic tries to video chat, and he's like, I need the ring. Tom has the ring. Go get the ring from Tom and bring, get me here. I'm in danger. And she's like, okay, yeah. But then the wedding starts, and she's pushed out to, do the flower girl thing, throw the petals.
Okay.
And so, like, as she's in the middle, she sees Tom, remembers, veers off to Tom, asks him for the ring, and he's like, wait, what? Then Rachel comes out.
Oh.
She sees that JoJo is talking with Tom. She starts giving Tom daggers. He, I'm innocent, hands up. JoJo snags the ring. Pitcher, reels back, throws the ring. Sonic comes in. You can even do it where she threw it towards Randall, so when all the blizzard appears, it flies towards Rachel, who's still not even at the altar yet.
Oh no.
Like, maybe Sonic and Tails land, right at her feet, and she's like, God damn it, Tom! And this time he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel loses her shit. Other than that, I don't think I'd fix anything. It's that middle third I just can't stand.
Understandable. Here I am, ready to become the most pretentious bastard.
The most pretentious Sonic fan. And he drinks some Martinellis
with my Sonic the Hedgehog's straw, that bendy straw that's just shaped like his quills. No.
Eating a chili dog.
There so that I can show you the way. I'd not say that like.
He made me write it down.
I loved it. I noticed it first. I'm like, oh my god, they did it.
He paused the movie.
I'm like, the Mad Lads did it. Super Sonic was such a good design. Like, I know it's simple to do, but like, Jesus Christ, they made it pretty cool. It was amazing to see live action. I like that it was the video game voice of Tails. I was dreading it was going to be some other celebrity like they're doing all the time.
Who would be the worst celebrity to voice Tails?
Michael Cera. Actually, be the best. Never mind, I take that back.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh no. What about
Nick Cage.
Jesse Eisenberg?
Mark Wahlberg.
Stop! No! Don't.
Curse to Tails.
I fucking hate Wahlberg. No!
You don't like Mark?
The racist? No.
He's racist? Wow. What
Mark Wahlberg hates crime so much? Look up Mark Wahlberg hate crimes on Google. You'll definitely see what I mean. He's not a good dude. He only asked for forgiveness so he could open up beat. So would
you say Mark Wahlberg's the worst?
Yeah. No, I don't like Wahlberg. Supposedly, yeah. Allegedly, he only asked for forgiveness so he could
He only asked for forgiveness?
He only asked for forgiveness so he can get sort of like a half pardon thing, so he can have beer in his restaurant, Wahlburgers.
Wahlburgers. Awesome. Um,
Yeah. So
what do you think about Knuckles' voice acting choice?
I was gonna get there.
Lamau.
Let me finish with the likes though.
Oh, it's a
Sonic using.
dislike.
Let me finish. Sonic using. I like Sonic using the Chaos Emeralds to summon chili dogs. That was amazing.
Yes.
I did like a lot of the jokes. I don't know. I was
Is
expecting like that.
is there a thing with Sonic and chili dogs?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Since the early days, it's great. The one good thing about Gun being here means that we're going to be getting the adventure games potentially adapted. Because they're doing Shadow, they're doing Gun. That started with Adventure.
Will they do Shadow with a gun?
Shadow with a gun.
I don't think so. They'll probably change to a blaster or something to not make it as dark, but I'd love it if they did. Or if he just shows up riding a motorcycle, that'll be enough. Because he also rides a
He
motorcycle in that
says,
game.
"Damn."
He
Oh,
says,
if he
damn.
will there be an Akira slide?
Oh, they better if they have him the motorcycle.
You know, there's an Akira slide in Nope.
Yes!
Yep,
It's the first, like, I think live action one.
I think
Like,
so too. Yeah.
Like, not CGI. Like, I know I think Common Rider did it, but it was super CGI.
Yeah,
So I think it was the first
and
live action.
the bike was on rails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's cool.
Yeah.
So, again, did I mention the part about my secret hope or no?
What?
With Gun being there?
With gun. Oh, the Sonic Adventure.
Adventure.
Sonic Adventure 3. Because they can, it'd be smart. They release Sonic Adventure 3 around the time of the movie. Marketing makes itself.
Yeah.
Also, considering the new Sonic game supposedly runs, I haven't played it yet, but supposedly it did. The way he moves is a bit like Frontiers. I don't know. It's like Adventure. That's a good sign. The manual I already said, looking like a Sega game, was cute. Dislikes. God damn it! I shouldn't. Speaking of Sonic Frontiers, that's the newest game. I should have seen cutscenes right before watching the movie. It's such a bad idea because they got like the best Sonic comic book writer to write the game, and he actually understands the characters. So they're actually all pretty mature, but still pretty much like themselves. And here Sonic's being a bit of a little like too much of a little annoying shit. It's fine. I you know.
Isn't Sonic older in the new game though? He's
A
bit
little,
older,
yeah.
right?
A little,
Yeah.
again, a little. It's fine. It's fine. I think by the second half, I wrote this down as I was writing the first half,
Okay.
and by the second half, he is starting to sound a lot more. He's shaping up. So who knows? Also, his line of having no plan was like pretty much good modern Sonic. I like that. The dance battle was. I wrote this down as a dislike before Ed wrote it. Ed saw it, but I'm like, the dance battle's dislike mainly is I couldn't see Ed's face when Uptown Funk started to play. But he wasn't upset by it, so.
Yeah, we were expecting
I
Ed
was
to,
upset
like,
by the
angry.
Uptown Funk part.
That you were upset?
I mean, yeah, I just like the Russian guys or the Serbian guys dancing part. I guess I didn't mention that I didn't like the Sonic part, but yeah, you know.
So I guess I forgot to write this in,
Still
but my
wasn't
main dislike
bad.
with Knuckles is it. I just think it's like.
Is he too edgy for you?
No, he's too. I like Shadow. He's not too edgy. Knuckles being edgy is not my issue. He, I don't know. I don't think the voice matched the design.
I get that.
Like, Idris Elba did great. I'm
Yeah.
not saying he didn't. I just don't think it matched.
Because he is supposed to be like 16, and Idris Elba does not have the voice of a 16-year-old.
Oh, it's not even that. It's more just like maybe like an older wise Knuckles, like later on. But like right now, fixes. Once again, please use game music more than just cameos. Like the ringtone being the Green Hills zone, was a nice touch. Please use more music. I'm sure, like, Sega's not doing that badly, okay? The Sonic Frontier sold well, fucking Yakuza, Prince money,
Two
like,
Point Hospital.
2 Point Hospital. They have Sony games. They're fine. For the love of God, just sell the music on a discount. You know, it's free advertising for this whole movie's free advertising for your games. I'm sure it's like they have to pay the composers and stuff, but like I'm sure they can make something work. I don't know. If Disney was willing to give Sakurai music from Kingdom Hearts for for Smash Bros. This can work. One idea was like there's for the Sonic 06 fans to troll them because that's like the worst Sonic game. Have a little ukulele or like guitar transition rendition of like this world from that game. It's a really soft one. They play it whenever you die in the game.
Huh.
It's great. I don't know when you finish a level in the game. Never mind. It's good.
So when they teleport from Siberia to Hawaii,
Or when like or like whenever they're walking around. Yeah, when Tom and not Tom and Rachel.
Maddie.
Tom and Maddie. Thank you. I'm glad they gave humans more to do. It was mainly in the middle though. So here's what I'm gonna fix with this. Rachel mentions wanting to do a surprise for Randall as he's an archaeologist and he's looking for some emerald. Keep in mind, the humans don't know about the emerald storyline till later,
Yep.
right? And let's be honest, the US would know there's something up if there's a source of power not far off the coast of Hawaii. So they find some hint. So they go into his room and they find some hints. They look around, right, to find some kind of surprise. And maybe you do Easter eggs and hints that he's an agent, like while he's doing research, like you see signs like, oh, there's a large bee in a jungle. Or there's a detective who's wearing a trench coat and a hat, but he seems like he has a really long snout. No one can get a good picture of him, like Victor the Crocodile. And they're like, okay, maybe he knows about Sonic because, she's about to marry him. So maybe because he knows about Sonic, he tried to do more research so there's any others. That's not that weird. Oh, well, we'll just play it off. We'll find something, maybe a better ring or whatever, right?
And they do know all about rings.
Yes, they do. And my last fix is, again, Eggman. Not where you think. I didn't like how he just kind of used the Master Emerald like that. I guess he was doing like some kind of like super Eggman thing, if he kind of like Sonic. I don't know. I just wasn't. I don't know. Like, maybe he has the Emerald. Oh, actually, let me go back. Sorry, I messed it up. So, most of the movie, he's been gone from people for over a year. He's not used to it, and there's like, it's too much. Do some jokes about there's too much chaos, right? And then finally he gets the Emerald, and he's like, finally, I can control the chaos. And then he teleports. Because in the games, whenever they use the Chaos Emeralds, they always say Chaos Control.
Chaos Control.
Chaos Control! And then it's like, silly shit. So yeah.
I can control the chaos.
I control the chaos! And then
I can control
disappears.
the chaos.
I'm gonna tell Stone! And then he just disappears.
What was that joke you and I we were talking about in the car? Like, to have Stone and Eggman, like... So, we were talking about this in the car at one point. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Not before. I can't remember the joke.
So, we were saying, like, oh, it would have been nice if Eggman was a little bit more, like, receptive to Stone. And I was like, I mean, like, he drank the latte and he was like, needs more mushroom. It would have been better... Caveat before I say this. I didn't mean it to be a penis joke. He's like, who's like, let me show you what I can do with, like, mushroom coffee. Except I didn't say coffee.
So I can do with mushrooms. And then,
And then Hector started laughing, because...
And I was driving, I nearly crashed. I remember now.
Yeah.
So...
Sorry.
No, it's fine. But yeah, that's it, basically. He just says Chaos Control, because I'm a big nerd. I had a hard time with this one. I don't know what else to fix. Like,
yeah, the first one was also kind of hard to fix because it was very mediocre.
I just like adding Easter eggs to this movie. Cause I'm like, you can have more.
I know, but like the movies themselves aren't that bad. They're like very
They're not bad.
Yeah, they're not bad. For like
incredibly mediocre.
Not as good as the first one, but like...
And for some reason, it's harder for me to fix incredibly mediocre movies than like, I don't know.
It's because nothing's big enough to grab your attention,
I know.
But there's a lot of little stuff to fix, and you don't want to just nitpick and focus on like small things.
Yeah,
That's annoying.
Like, it's harder for me to fix mediocre movies than like
even good movies are easier because then it's like, okay, there's one thing I didn't like.
Easier to fix than these kind of movies.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. How would you make this movie worse?
Everyone at the end, everyone does a DreamWorks dance party, but it's just them doing the. What do you call the thing with your arms?
Oh, flossing.
The floss. They just floss.
Oh god,
Eggman flossed in this one.
Flossed.
Because Eggman flossed. Sonic flossed in the last one. They all floss at the end of this one. Even Eggman from the back of a jail cell.
He was. They don't find his body.
You had that answer ready so fast.
They don't find his body.
He's not dead.
I know.
If they don't find the body, he's not dead. That's the rule.
That's the Jason Bourne thing.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay, that's my answer. What about you? How do you guys make the movie worse?
Ben Schwartz plays Knuckles. Idris Elba plays Tails. Tails' voice actor plays Sonic. That's the only thing to change. Because it would annoy Hector so much.
Every time characters change like that, it does
You know
drive
how
me
it make the
wild.
movie worse?
How?
Stone doesn't return in this movie. Stone just isn't in the movie.
Oh
That
no,
would be
that
worse.
would be Jesus Christ. I was going for cringe. You went for heartbreaking. Okay.
Yeah, the Stone isn't in the movie at all.
By the way, the reason I don't think they showed Eggman at the end is because Jim Carrey might retire.
Retire, Lamau, as if.
I think he'll come back. He said he has fun with these movies.
Great time. This is a very mediocre B-.
I'd say B. Supersonic was great.
It's like a C, but I don't know if it's like a C plus or a C minus.
So and it's a C.
Or just a C.
So it's just a C.
By power of elimination, it's a C.
I'm gonna go down a little bit. C plus. Sorry.
I'm still giving it as a B just for the fun bits. The teamwork stuff at the end was like that third act kind of saved the movie for me. Give it a B.
For sure.
All right. What have you guys been watching or playing? Before we get into that, I am involved in the fighting game community, more so in the Super Smash Brothers fighting game. Oh, Super Smash Brothers competitive scene of it. There was a big circuit going on called Smash World Tour that was just shot down by Nintendo and because of Panda.
As of today.
Global.
As of today.
The day
we recorded this.
This tournament, this finale tournament, last chance qualifier and finale was happening later this month. There are people from Japan and from Europe that are in the US right now because of this, and it just got shut down by Nintendo.
Not Nintendo. They just couldn't get the licensing rights.
That's why I'm so fucking angry. No, Nintendo.
Oh right, Nintendo didn't give the licensing rights. Yeah.
Nintendo told them, like, literally told them you can't do this. It isn't even like if Nintendo said nothing and they didn't get the licensing, it would still be happening. Nintendo literally told them no. And the worst part is that it's not even like this thing has happened 2 years prior, or like it happened last year as well. Smash World Tour. It's not happening next year. They can't do it. They've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars because of this. And they're going to lose more because they're going to have to reimburse the people who went here for the tournament, the people who already registered and stuff, because you have to pay to register. And they had to cancel 2 other large tournaments to try and, stop the bleeding. And if this company doesn't stop the bleeding and this company dies, basically, that's basically it for Melee. For Super Smash Bros. Melee. That's had a competitive scene for 21 years. Almost 22 now. Anyways, yeah, that's why I'm so fucking angry. Fuck Nintendo. Fuck Panda.
Tell us how you really feel, Ed.
Anyways, what have you guys been watching or playing? Also, I went to a tournament. I won 0-2 because I'm terrible at the game.
Nice. It's better than I would have done.
Yeah, because I went 0-2 in sets, but I won 1 game.
Nice.
I should have won that second game against that fucking Incineroar. I just SD'd twice.
Oof.
In the
you
first
SD a lot with you use that.
Yeah, I know.
You use that down B religiously.
Well, it wasn't even down B. Like
it wasn't
the SD was like I accidentally side B'd
Oh.
once, and then the other time I somehow used my jump at one point and I didn't have it.
Oh Jesus!
I count that as an SD. I wasn't mashing. I just lost my jump somewhere. I don't know.
Mashing it.
I lost track.
I finished God of War.
Nice.
It was good. It was pretty good. I know I sound like I don't like it. I'm just still kind of mulling over it. No, it was a good game. It's a good game. It's a really good game. I just like there's some stuff that bugged me.
It feels like it's too
Mm.
short. I wish it was a little bit longer, like the 2018 God of
I
War.
wish it's not even that long. It's just that like it's not as tight,
Not as
and I
neat.
wish it and I wouldn't have minded it having more growing storylines if it maintained the same character. I feel like they kind of
Not as point.
sacrificed some character for story, if that makes
So
sense.
it's not as neat as the first one.
No,
No,
there's a couple
no.
of plot points that's like, where did you get that from? And then there's some parts where it's like I was telling Hector, uh, there's this one scene where everything from both games just kind of comes together in the perfect way, and then the scene after that they have a reveal, and it's like, what the fuck? Where did this come from?
Yeah,
This is out of left field.
yeah. Like there's
And if
some.
you've played the game, you know.
Yeah. There's some really good shit in this game. Like there's some really amazing moments, and then other times we're like, okay. Gameplay's fun as fuck, though. I know some people complain about them not learning their lesson, and I kind of agree with some of it. But like, my god, they did some really cool shit.
So what you're saying, it's got a little bit of that Last of Us Part 2 effect.
I mean, no one's hating on it. It's just not as liked as well. But it's not the worst like God of War game. Not even close.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Last of Us Part 2 got unwarranted hate, but like what I'm getting at is that people didn't like it as much because it just wasn't the story wasn't as neat, yeah, and the story just wasn't as neat and like I don't remember exactly.
No, you're fine.
But
You're
yeah,
fine.
I mean, like, there's some parts of the story where it makes sense, but then there's some parts where, like, kind of they wrote themselves into a corner, but like
I think
they could have gone. They could have gone through another round of edits.
it needed another half a game to let some stuff breathe. I
Yeah.
get they didn't have enough material for 3 games, but they had a little more material than 2 games like that, unless they spread one of them louder.
Great question. I'm playing more Oxygen Not Included. Steam Autumn sale just happened, and the DLC is on sale. It was fun. I'm also starting to read Dune. That's fun, and I am almost to the end of the story of God of War. Then I got all the extra stuff to do.
I think I just officially gave up on some of the extra stuff because there's some parts I'm like, this is fucking bullshit.
where are you in Dune?
Am I in Dune? I'm a couple chapters in.
So you're already past the Gamjaba
Yeah,
and the box.
yeah. I'm on like chapter 3,
Page 30.
page 30. But pages mean nothing when you don't have the same.
What has just happened? Are they in Arrakis already?
No, no, they're like
They're not in Arrakis yet.
no.
Okay.
Hmm.
The Reverend Mother just left.
Oh, okay.
So do you want us? Should we give a little hint to what we're doing next time, everyone?
Nah.
Nah. Join us next time for a mystery. And no, it's not Glass
Okay.
Onion.
So, I don't. Do you want to do the movie we saw for your thing? The movie you and I saw for your last thing I've been watching or whatever.
He already did it. He did it first.
He did this. He did.
Banshees?
Yeah.
Banshees?
Yeah.
What about Banshees?
I don't know. Did you like it?
It was really good.
I loved it. Thank you for taking me, Ed. It's probably my favorite movie. Well, probably my favorite movie of the year.
More than Everything Everywhere?
I know, right?
It depends on the day.
I
The
did-
movie spoke to me.
It's not better than Everything Everywhere.
I mean, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying I think this one might be like my number one depending on the day.
Yeah.
They tried to make me go with them, but I didn't see the trailer, and I heard banshees, and I thought there were actual banshees in the movie. And then I read through Does the Dog Die? And I found out there were no banshees. I said, fuck that. I wanted a banshee movie.
I'll make you a Banshee movie.
Also, yeah, just if you
Title of my sex tape. No.
Martin McDonough, just don't watch any Martin McDonough.
Yeah, you
movie.
really shouldn't.
Not a good idea.
No, not for anyone.
Yeah,
One day, maybe. Probably not.
All right.
probably not.
So how are we ending this? Oh, give her shit.
Give her shit.
What we should watch. They should do for find us.
Maybe you can find us on Twitter. Maybe not. Maybe you can find us on Instagram. You absolutely can.
Twitter is a cesspool. Maybe we should get a Truth Social.
We'll get kicked out in like 5 seconds for our politics. Because free speech is nothing there.
Yeah, maybe we should get a Rumble. So you can find us on Instagram. Our handle is reshoot
_ podcast.
Yeah, reshoot _ podcast. We do have a Twitter for now, maybe. Ooh. Mystery. Reshoot movie PO at reshoot movie PO1. You can find us on Mastodon. I think it's just reshoot podcast because we're the
Mastodon.
Oh,
that's the new one. That's the good one, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't done as much over there, but it's kind of fun that way. We also have not one, but two Letterboxd accounts. Hector's is
reshoot _ Hector.
And mine is film posters only. I don't talk about the movies. I only talk about the posters, baby. We also have a Gmail. You can email us at reshootpodcast@gmail.com.
We also have a Discord, which we'll link in the description. And it's open for everyone.
Yeah. We opened up the Discord.
It's public.
Post memes. If you want to shit talk us. Actually, not respectively.
Say mean things to me.
Ed likes it.
You can't be a dick.
Yeah.
You can be a dick to Ed. That's fine. I'll add that in the rules.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick unless you're being a dick to Ed.
So if you want to say like movies we should watch, or even like, hey, you guys should add this category to the Isaacs when you do your award show. Let us.
Yeah. Or you could just shit talk me and my shitty opinions. Just say my opinions are wrong.
Hector, you're secretly a furry in disguise. Stop talking about Sonic. Like, yeah, maybe, but like, no. Let me know. Let me know.
Yeah.
Ed's secretly a furry because he isn't. I don't know.
Sonic Fox, I love you.
Everyone loves Sonic Fox. They're cool.
Anyways, catch us next time for mystery stuff, and just look outside, look up at the sky.
Maybe wish
kind of stuff.
Upon a star.
Wish upon a star. It snowed today.
It did.
It's gonna snow tomorrow and Thursday too.
I'm working outside tomorrow. Fuck that.
Wow, I literally have no excuse not showing up to work because I live a 15-minute walk.
But if you slip on the snow outside, is that workers' comp?
I almost slipped and died at the parking lot when I drove to work this morning.
Is that workers' comp? I think that is.
I was at their property, so possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird for me, at least, because I work for a company that is contracted under for this company, so I don't know. So I'm working at the other company's property, so I don't know how that works for me.
Yeah. Double the money. Sue them both, baby.
Double the money for my employer and for the people that my employer is working for.
Yeah. Well, don't sue the place you're working for, but claim the workers' comp because you're at the job site. But definitely sue company that the property is owned by, because
I won't win.
But it'll be funny.
Don't worry, Ed. I'll be your lawyer. Nothing will go wrong.
Nothing will go wrong.
I played one in D&D once. This is the same thing. I'll just roll my dice in front of the judge, and he'll be like,
he'll hit you with a gavel.
I'll be like, wait, you didn't roll initiative, dumbass, and I'll be fine.
Nice.
Anyway,
yeah.
Have a great day, everyone.
Or good night.
Or night.
Or somewhere in between.
Or morning. There might be some morning listeners that listen to our podcast.
Have a good twilight, you guys.
And then slip and die at their employer's parking lot.
Be Team Edward. Happy Twilight.
Please join our podcast and say mean things to me.
Our podcast or Discord?
Okay.
Make fun of him. Make fun of him for this one. Make fun of him for this one.
Let me start over. Please cut that out.
No.
Please join our Discord and make. Please join our.
Stop that! I hate that so much. Stop it.
Please join our Discord and say mean things to me.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Don't be a dick unless you're being.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Today's film was Sonic 2, directed by Jeff Fowler. The screenplay was written by Pat Casey, Josh Miller, and John Whittington, and the cinematographer was Brendan Trost. Go show some love to their various social media accounts. They made a movie, which is more than we can say here. So I just finished editing, and I thought there was a problem with the episode, but I'm still hearing something. It hasn't stopped. Stay tuned for next episode. Hopefully my ears stop ringing.